Good morning and welcome to another Monday. I'm Daphne, back with your energy forecast for this week. So this week we complete June and we move into July, which is the midpoint of the year. So we're halfway through the year. We have all four suits of energy from the deck of cards present in a whirlwind of 4 days, the last 2 of June and the first 2 of July. And this culminates in the pivot point of the year on July 2nd, which is the middle day of 2023. Of course, that day particularly mirrors the 7 energy of the whole year and asks you where you're at on your journey of embodying trust more deeply, to really embody trust. You're reminded that living in integrity allows you to receive more success in whatever way that looks for you. So being in integrity, being aligned with your values, being aligned with who you are is really, really paramount to your success. And then you can be, do, and have anything you want. Day-to-day specifics for the week. Monday. Are you willing to see new perspectives rather than being trapped in your own thoughts? It's easy to get trapped in our head, particularly on some days when the energy tempts us to do that, and Monday is one of those days. Where are you hiding under the table rather than jumping on top of it and dancing? Why would you want to hide under it when you can dance on top of it? You are reminded that when you create structure that's appropriate and aligned for you, you create space for you to be, to grow, and to transform. You create like this safe sandbox, I often call it, that you can play in to your heart's desire because you have created a safe zone for you. And it's up to you to do that for you. Nobody else can do that for you. Tuesday, decide, make that decision and be willing to be responsible for the consequences of it rather than putting off choosing and deciding. Because when you put off, you actually are deciding to go with the status quo or to let others decide for you. It's up to you to decide for you, your responsibility. The key to feeling safe sharing your thoughts and ideas with others is for you to be aligned all the time, right? That continual thing of realigning that we learned a lot about last year in 2022. When your head and your heart agree, you increase your creative capacity. Give yourself more safe space to play and create, to dream and envision, to make. Wednesday, own your own ideas with confidence so that you can reflect them to others confidently. The more confident you are in what you think and believe, the more others see that in you. The more you reflect that to others by your energy, by your being. And you also increase your capacity to be misunderstood, because when you believe in you, the more that you believe in you, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It really doesn't. On Wednesday, you are invited to feel seen, heard, and understood without feeling the need to validate or justify your thoughts and beliefs. Thursday, your voice matters. When you believe in yourself, you have to believe your voice matters and that you matter before anyone else will. You're on your own path, creating it as you go and writing your story each step of the way, because you are you and you believe in you and you know you and you're aware of you. Your self-awareness is deepening as you grow and transform. Even though you long to know more, it's not mental knowledge you crave, and you know that. Friday, trust yourself. Be willing to be vulnerable and ask for help. Through vulnerability comes the courage to lead others. When you're not willing to be vulnerable and ask for help and share your truth and share who you really are, you put this shield around you and you protect you so much in self-protection mode that you lack the courage and the capacity to lead others. Vulnerability breaks that down. On Friday, you are invited to be dedicated to leading by example, to being the leader that you long for. You are that. and it's up to you to step up and be it, to lead with love whilst knowing and owning your own worth. Saturday, you're asked to dig up the parts of you and your life that aren't growing, thriving, and transforming as you are. In what ways are you nurturing the unseen parts of you? When are you willing to trust your unseen self more? Even though you know that you know, it pays to not ignore critical thinking. It's your own critical thinking I'm talking about, not other people's opinions. Sunday, keep your values at the centre of your life and work to remind you of what's truly important to you. Remember that all that glitters is not gold. Trust your values and lead by doing. The more you value yourself and your services, the way you help others, your role in life, the more possibilities you make available for people to connect with you and for them to amplify that in themselves as well. Trust yourself as we go on the wild ride of energies this week. We go through all of those 4 different energies. It's like boom, 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 boom. And then we're into July, right into that pivot point of the year. And watch out for my forecast for my July forecast later this week, where I'm going to go more into that in depth and what July is bringing for you. Remember, as always, this is universal energy that we all experience, like the weather. You experience it. I mean, you're aware of the weather because you see it and feel it as long as you go outside, right? Your energy, the universal energy, you experience whether you're aware of it or not. You don't need to go outside. Energy is everywhere. We know this. We know that everything in our world is energy, and we know that 95% of it we can never see. Only 5% of it ever becomes material particles that we can see. The rest is swirling around us, and that's why knowing this is so powerful for you to be able to live and transform and grow in life as you're here to do, and to be you and to help people in the way that only you can, because they are waiting for you. They are looking for you. The other thing I want to remind you of is that you have your own personal energy bubble. Imagine a light bulb and you walk through life in it. The energy that is in that light bulb is your energy, and it changes and evolves and transforms as you do. When you're ready for a personal energy reading or forecast, I'm here for that. Please let me know. And apart from that, look out, as I said, for my July forecast later this week. And of course, I will be back next Monday with next week's energy forecast.